Hello, we're Magnolia. You're listening right now to Down in Albion. New York, concrete jungles where dreams are made of. Big lights will inspire you. Now you're in New York.
We are back at Latitude Festival, and I am delighted to be joined by Magnolia. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Would you, for the listeners, like to introduce yourselves? This could take a while.
Hello, I'm Daisy. I play saxophone.
I'm Harrison. I play drums.
I'm Matthew, and I play trombone, but everyone calls me Keith. But because they don't know my real name's Matthew.
I'm Tom, and I push buttons, and I've lost my voice.
I'm Matty, and I play guitar.
I'm George. I write every single bit of music. No, I play guitar and vocals.
I'm Adam, I'm the bass player,
Adam, thank you for joining us.
and I like this microphone.
This is your microphone. You'll be passing that around.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So you've just come off the Alcove stage here at Latitude. The 12 p.m. slot, it's usually a tough one. There's often a gaggle of bleary-eyed stragglers, but you fill the stage today with a very, very excitable audience. How does it feel?
Really good.
Yeah, it was really good. I had lots of fun. It was really hot.
I agree.
I got sweat in my eye multiple times.
Yeah, it was very sweaty and dusty, very dusty.
I think we got great energy from the crowd.
It was a phenomenal energy.
It was very unreal to look out at the audience and see just a sea of people. I wasn't expecting that today.
My housemate's dad was here, so shout out to him.
And take it from me, as someone who's been here many times, that does not happen at 12 p.m. at the Alcove stage. So well done, all of you. What's your festival experience, and how did this compare?
Playing wise,
Both.
we played at some other festivals, but we played at more like multi-venue things, like in cities.
Yeah.
But we played at Tramlines in Sheffield last year. That's the closest thing to this that we've done.
Strawberry Fair a few years ago.
That's just
First light.
First Light in Lowestoft also is like a big open stage, but all the other ones are like, oh, it's a festival, but you're playing in like a brewery in the middle of Bristol.
So this I would describe as a fairly typical British music festival, quite different from North American ones. For a North American listener, how would you describe a typical British music festival?
Lots of clandestine activities. And
It's got a new word.
lots of like people who've never drunk before.
Lots of young people going mental, and it may not be the best for them or anyone else.
It's basically,
But it's fun.
it's just like a big open field thingies and like forests, and then you like there's either this festival particularly there's like more middle-aged people going to see all the music, or there's really young people getting absolutely hammered. And we're getting out of that phase, but we're still gonna get absolutely hammered.
And there's very expensive food. Some of it's nice, some of it's not very nice.
Most of it's not nice.
No.
It's expensive.
You haven't found the treasure.
We're going on a tangent.
As a music festival, though, I think this one is so brilliantly varied for a British music festival. Like, it has science, it has listening state, like discussions, and then loads and loads of music and comedy and as well, which is why I love it so much, because it's so
Great comedy.
It does have
Great comedy. Yeah.
A genuine place for discovery, UK
Yes.
music festivals, more
Totally.
than anywhere else.
yeah.
They put on like big stuff that you all know and you want to go see, but they're also, I think, UK music festivals are good at putting on stuff that is like sort of on the come up, and then it turns out it's like new and like people discover it, and it's people come away finding new stuff.
Well,
One of the best things about Latitude is you'll stumble into a tent at like 1 a.m. and see one of the best things you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah. This is true.
Well, a lot of people stumbled into this tent at 12 o'clock today and discovered something that I think they will remember. Tell me
Hopefully.
about Magnolia. How did you all meet?
Me and Matty have known each other since a very long time. Since like the start of like year 7, year 8, and then we wanted to start a band, but we couldn't find anyone to play bass or drums. Adam, who sat here, and Harrison over there, they were in another band. They played bass and drums, and their singer quit. And then through a friend of a friend, we were all getting really drunk together. And then I said to Harrison, you should come and play with us. Music with us. And then they came and played music with us.
I have a story about how like we got together is always just like we were all really drunk.
Every story we were really drunk. And then
And whereabouts was this?
this was in Loddon, which is like in between Norwich and Lowestoft.
So this is on the Norfolk-Suffolk border in the east
Yes.
of England, not a place generally known, at least across the Atlantic, for music.
No, but if you're going to Norwich or Suffolk, you're going to Norwich or Suffolk. It's not somewhere you will ever pass through. For
It's
any
not on the way to
reason.
anywhere.
So you have to be going there to go there. Yeah. And then Daisy went to college with me and Matty. So then I asked her to come play with us. And then she did. And then Daisy... Oh, okay, Tom was next. He used to take photos for us, actually. He was a photographer. And then we had a rumour that he had a MIDI keyboard. So we let him join the band. No audition.
Actually, my MIDI keyboard now.
He broke that MIDI
How
keyboard.
many MIDI keyboards have you been through?
Only 2 to be fair. I'm actually a good boy.
How
Only
many
2.
audio interfaces?
But I have been through like 4 audio interfaces. So.
And then... Yeah.
It's willing to get naked on stage.
He does it naked sometimes on stage. And then Daisy knew Matthew Keith through
We had the same piano.
music stuff, yeah. And then we heard... I wanted someone to play tuba, but we couldn't find anyone to play tuba, and trombone was the next best thing.
And
Sounds so mean.
do you remember your first gig?
Oh no.
Yes. It was a charity event at the local village hall put on by Matty's mum, and we opened for his dad's cover band, who play covers of REM and Sam Fender, Kings of Leon. And me and it's the most nervous I've ever been to ever do anything. We were sat at this pub table at this proper British like village hall, just like quivering. Like, oh. No, I was 16.
I'm pretty sure Matty played in his pajamas.
Matty did sound check in his pajamas.
And in those... Sorry,
What, no,
Matty.
Continue.
So in those early days, what, which wasn't that long ago, what would you say was your favourite grassroots venue to play?
Voodoo Daddy.
This is Voodoo Daddy's Lounge in
Voodoo
Norwich.
Daddy's in Norwich, yeah.
Okay.
We've played there so many times.
So, by chance, you are the third Norwich band that I've spoken to with a colour in their name. What is it about Norfolk and colours?
What are the other two?
Red Mar and Brown Horse.
That's like top 3 Norwich bands, probably.
I set my sights high.
I think Norwich is a very colourful city.
Uh-huh.
I think it lacks colour.
Shout out Norwich Pride. Big up, there's lots of lovely colourful buildings. There's some magnolia plants around.
It's not very colourful.
Well, the magnolia plant is very colourful.
It is,
Yeah.
it is. But you... So, Norwich to London, which is where I'm sure you do most of your playing now. What prompted that move?
I went to uni. Me and Daisy went to uni first because we cut through the jungle, and everyone followed apart from Adam. And I don't
We were
know.
just trying to copy them.
We were just bored, probably. I don't know. We just did it.
The thing about like Norfolk generally is there's people that stay there, they kind of like end up staying their entire life, which is like fine or whatever. But if like you want to I don't know, see other places, you kind of got to do it when you're young.
For the American listeners, Norfolk is a bit of a geographical dead end. So fun fact, Norfolk was the last place to get COVID because no one goes through there. You go there and you stay there.
Yeah.
You don't go through there to get anywhere else. Yeah.
So, musically, I was thinking exactly the same. I would say Norwich is to London what maybe Albany is to New York. You can stay in Albany or you can move up to New York. How would you describe the London music scene or scenes at the moment?
Well, everyone sounds the fucking same a little bit. Nah, there's good ones. Okay, I work doing live sound, so I see too many bands. There is great bands, but if you actually go through and sift through the amount of bands, there's so many that sound the same. But then there's some also really good stuff.
Okay. Like, what are the top 3 that you think every US
In
listener should
London,
hear?
Charlemagne are really good. Paper Hats are really good. One of our favourite bands is actually from Bristol. The Scuttlers, but they play in London as well. I'm trying to think who else is really good. I said Paper Hats.
Oh, sorry.
Omerta.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anyone else is really good. If I think of more, I'll say them.
Think more, we'll come back. And your live show, I've seen it just now. It was phenomenal. You looked like you were having so much fun. But for those who haven't had the privilege, how would you describe a Magnolia live show in 10 words or fewer?
Cosmic.
Wow.
Universal. Earplugs.
Filthy.
Loud.
Filthy loud.
Funky, fun.
Profound.
Intense.
That's 10 words.
Is that 10? Okay. That's 10.
That feels like about 10. And who writes the material?
All of us. I think all of us we all chip in.
All chip in.
There may be-
I like that.
Someone will like come up with like an idea or something, and then we'll all just like argue about how we take it.
It's often like a jam kind of thing, and then it gets refined.
Normally, someone will bring in like something that ends up being one of the parts of the song, and then you jam around that, and then like together come up with the new parts. It's kind of like that.
Kind of emerges.
Yeah, it's like someone brings a big lump of clay and we sculpt it together.
We're all just punching the clay, but eventually something forms. And
So-
you get that thinker.
Yeah. It's like that thing of like if you gave a monkey a typewriter, eventually he's gonna write Hamlet. That's us.
Monkey Hamlet. Okay, make a note of that. So people can make up their own mind about who your musical influences might be. They will hear your music. What are your influences outside of music?
I know what you're gonna say.
Beer. I think the scenery of Norfolk is an inspiration to us all.
Uh huh.
You're not gonna say David Lynch.
I like David Lynch films, but I don't really think about that when I'm making music. I just start watching Twin Peaks.
Shout out Virginia Woolf.
Yeah.
Ian Forster.
Is that like poetry?
It's poetry.
No, it's an author.
Oh,
What do they
I
write?
thought it was poetry.
It's funny if I could try
Anyone else?
Cigarettes.
Okay.
Cigarettes, beer, and some literature/film.
Maybe similar to George Nature.
Nature.
Yeah, like mountains and.
The mountains of
Mainly.
Norfolk.
Not that there are.
Car park.
I'm a big fan.
Sorry.
I'm a big fan of nature as well. Probably with Adam there. Like I'm big on my environment, and I think the Earth should be protected.
Oh, I've got a really good one there. Oh, and history actually. For me.
And history.
especially for lyrics.
One of my big ones is when you're on a train coming back to Norwich from London, there's often small piles of gravel and sand, and small conveyor belts that they put them down, and that is a big inspiration to me.
What?
I fucking love that shit, man.
Big up gravel piles, man.
I like railway infrastructure.
Yeah, railway.
You get, when you go into a station and there's kind of weird stuff and there's like oily tracks and things, and you go into the station, sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's awful.
Here, we can all agree.
Do you know what I like? Also, maybe we're inspired by textures, but I love when you go through Manningtree on the train. There's a small like bay area, fishing vibe. Like, I love that.
I like Manningtree. I like Manningtree.
I've never got off the train.
No, me neither.
I like feeling a connection to the past and the people who've come before me and the people who will come after me.
We brought it back onto a topic that the New Yorkers might recognise. So, final question. Back to festivals. You're planning a festival. It's 4 nights. You get to pick one headliner per night. Who would your 4 headliners be?
Mine would be this: Black Midi Reform one night.
Yeah.
I play. Swans maybe play a night.
Can they be dead or alive?
Alive.
Have to be alive.
But I'll give you Black Midi because
Reform.
Most are, yeah.
What else do I like?
Kate Bush for me.
Kate Bush would be sick, to be fair.
good one.
Talking Heads Reform. That'd be sick, and not play David Byrne solo music. No hate. New York. That's David Byrne. Nah, bun Radiohead.
Or Swans maybe.
I said Swans. Who would you guys pick? Tom's gonna say like Red Hot Chili Peppers. who do you want?
Yeah, Swans. I bring Amy Winehouse back to life.
She's dead. That doesn't count.
No, but she'd be alive because I've just brought her back to life.
You could weekend the Bernies it. We only say.
And it's me just singing behind me.
Yeah, wait, no. Who would you want?
Godspeed you, Black Emperor.
Who would you want?
The Chuckle Brothers.
Okay, Swans, Black Midi, the Chuckle Brothers, and Kate Bush.
That's a lineup for the ages. I think that's going to be hard to beat. Magnolia, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Pleasure is ours.
Thank you.